Those who would like to purchase firearms should meet certain age requirements. If you are under the age of 21, the federal law says you can't buy a handgun, but you can buy a shotgun or rifle if you are over 18. But many young people are finding loopholes to the handgun law. It is illegal for a gun dealer to sell handguns to anyone under the age of 21, but the law only applies to federally licensed firearm dealers, not to non-professional private sellers. So a high school kid in most states can go to a gun show, go online, or even on the streets and purchase a gun very easily. We need to close those loopholes so those young kids cannot get their hands on guns. The parents need to be more aware of the danger of firearms. The vast majority of shootings by children could be avoided if parents stored their firearms responsibly in order to prevent their kids from tragic accidents. There is no such thing as an accidental shooting when it involves a child shooting him or herself or another person with a carelessly stored gun. Suicide and homicide are the second and third leading causes of death among teens ages 15 to 19. Mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disease are major risk factors for suicide among children and teens. One study found that more than 90% of kids who committed suicide with guns had some type of mental disorder. We must improve our strategies to keep kids from purchasing guns and having access to them in the home. Frightening school shootings have become so commonplace in America that our country has grown numb to them. School shootings happen all over the world, but they happen far more often in America than anywhere else. Why? Common arguments point to a lack of gun control, mental health issues, and the media's glorification of shooters. Should we arm teachers with guns to prevent school shootings as the NRA recommends? I don't think so. That sounds like a very bad idea. There are no easy solutions to this problem, but it might help a lot if we made it tougher for young people to purchase firearms by eliminating some of the loopholes. Gang violence accounts for half of the violent crimes in America. Much of the violence among the youth is the result of gangs and drug-related crimes. Gang members today have access to an extremely sophisticated arsenal of weaponry. Weapons today are far more lethal than the weapons of the past. The days of brass knuckles, switchblade knives, and chains are over. Today, guns possess a far more deadly variety of assault weapons like AR-15s, AK-47s, and Uzis, and other weapons you would see on battlefields. These firearms are very easily available and can be purchased by anyone under the age of 21 from many distribution channels. The gun companies need to be better regulated to keep firearms out of the hands of our kids. Thank you for listening, and your support is greatly appreciated.